Jerry, for you, man, the advice I'd give you, personally, from man to man, honestly, would be to grow. Continue to strive to be a new person. Continue to strive to, you know, always be yourself and never change for anybody because that's the person I've always known you to be. And that's my advice. That's what I've done throughout my life, and I'm sharing that with you and sharing that with you because thank God it's allowed me to, like I said, grow. So I would like to see you grow as an individual. Talk to new people, have new friends, try new things. Different things like that that'll help you, that'll allow you to expand your perspectives because that's important in a person and being a human being. So I hope that you as an individual would try and seek new things and grow, and from each situation you put yourself in, whether it's with a girl or basketball or sports, friends, family, etc. As long as you're willing to grow and learn from your past mistakes and to continue to look forward. Okay, so Jerry, for you, man, my first impression was you was that you were very quiet and very to yourself, man. Like, when it comes to friends, you're very, out there. You're able to talk to anybody, whether it's me, Obi, or David, or Tulio, any one of those guys. You're very to yourself. So when it comes to knowing people, you're so great with them, and I kind of really, got to admire that because I used to not like be like that, but now I am. Because of that, because of how you are with people, and that you don't care what they've done or who they are, you'll still talk to them. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact that how I've seen you grown as a person. So not only that, but how it's transitioned on the court. How you're always helping others and always helping me. As a teammate, because you're a very good guy, and I hope to see you do future things. Continuously fight for what you want and what you desire, and I hope that you continue to be a good person. Because the way you are now is very good, and just stay on that. Just be yourself and always be yourself because that's who you are. That's who you've always been.
You on the court is kind of a difficult way to describe it because you're not just one thing. Because earlier as you started playing basketball, you were a sharpshooter and you were just known to like splash that three. But once you joined the team, it was a little different because you then realized that the basketball team wasn't just shooting. It was more of a team effort and a grind that you had to go through. And Jerry, as a basketball player, you would call him a grit and grind guy because he's always hustling for the ball. He was the fastest guy on the court, and he would always fight for the ball no matter what it took, no matter what it takes. He would always get a rebound, always look for the ball no matter what he is doing. One example of how much that grit and grind meant to him was when he got hit in the eye with Alex's old senior elbow, and he had to get stitches, and that was just a practice, not even a real game. I've known Jerry since 5th grade, and to know him from 5th grade to 12th grade is honestly an honor to me. One of the most memorable moments that we've had is probably when we went to a Pincho Factory after a senior dinner practice. It was like one of the last practices that we were going to do before the actual thing. So we went to a Pincho Factory or whatever, and Jay was in Brian's car in front of me, and then I was behind them, following them. And Jerry literally ran from Brian's car to my car just to be there with me or keep me company. And I felt like that showed his character as a person, as a caring and a good friend who literally almost died just to be with someone. And yeah.
Okay, the question was how much have you developed? First time I saw you was a couple years ago, like I mentioned, 2011. And unfortunately the team needed a split. So when the team split, we didn't really keep in contact. And then I came to La Progresiva in 9th grade and I met you. But we didn't really talk until like 11th grade or 10th grade because we didn't notice that we were from the same team. So I remember back when we were in the soccer team, you were very driven, like I said, and that you were very helpful. And then now how you've developed to like now, the way you've developed was that, you know, now that you seem more reasonable, you seem more mature, and you still have that helping hand, and you know, you're still driven to do what you want. Because even after all these years, I see you still playing soccer. I still see you, you know, driven and, you know, trying to get into another scene, which is basketball. You know, I saw you play basketball, and I'm like, wow, this guy has a lot of potential in him. So I think the way that you developed was like, you know, to adapt and like and become the man that you are today. Well, Jerry, my first impression of you was back in I think 2011 when we used to play soccer together. You were a defender, and I was an upcoming defender as well. And I was learning a few things from you because you're like, you know, you had experience in soccer and I didn't really have any experience. But my first impression was like, you know, looking up to you, like becoming like a defender like you. And another first impression was that, you know, like I saw like you were really driven to like be one of the best in the soccer in soccer and in the team. And I remember that you were very, very, you know, like out there, like you would help out and you would like lend a hand to me because I didn't really know much of soccer. So like my first impression was a very helpful and very driven guy.
I have some questions for my family. I actually want to see how they will respond to my questions.
Do you think I'm going to accomplish everything I said?
Of course, you're a really talented person. Not only are you athletic, you're actually really smart. When you get into things, when you actually put in the effort, when you put in the work, you accomplish anything you want. Honestly, anybody can do anything they like, but I have faith in you that you're going to continue moving forward. You're going to do everything you've said. It's not only you, everything you say is not only words, it's you put in the action, and I see it. And you're going to be a really great detective. I know that's what you want to do. You're going to be the best at what you want, and you're going to be successful. You're going to have everything you want as long as you put in the work, because I know you are that type of person that you don't only speak words, you speak louder than that, and you put in the action, you put in the work, you put in the effort. And so I do believe you're going to accomplish everything you say.
Do you think we'll meet after high school?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, we're family members. We're like the best of cousins. So we've always been those cousins that always hung out together, always do things together, always helping each other out. I can say that we've come a long way. I mean, we do so many things together. We play video games, honestly, so much. We work hard together. And I can say that we will see each other after high school, after college. We'll probably see each other when we get old. We're like, honestly, like the bestest of friends, cousins, whatever you want to say it. Honestly, yeah, I mean, we've always gotten along. We'll continue hanging out. We'll continue doing what we've always done. And pretty much, yeah.
Do I think you're going to do everything you plan on doing? Yeah, of course. You know, I believe that you're capable enough to be like anything you want to be. Like you say you want to be a detective. I hope you can be a detective. You know, you gotta work hard though. You gotta go through a lot of phases. And yeah, you know, you just gotta put your work to it, put your mind to it. Don't let people knock you off your grind, because there's gonna be people that will just be obstacles in your life, and you just gotta get past through them. Yeah, there's gonna be hard times as well, but you know, nothing's hard with like the help that you get and like God being by your side as well. You know, you gotta believe and keep high faith, you know. So yeah, I believe you're gonna do everything you want to do. How have I seen you progress in your life? Like, how have I seen you grow? I guess the way that I seen you grow is differently, because like we grew up together, and, like we kind of did everything together since like we were in 5th grade or what. But yeah, I saw you grow mentally and like physically as a person. You were able to like to be there for like your family, for me. You were able to like do what you said you wanted to do, which was like be in the basketball team. You know, like you strive for greatness and did your like your sports, you know what I mean? You went off in that, and I just gotta say that's pretty cool. You did good there, and that's how I seen you grow. You know, just keep doing you.
I got some questions for some teachers.
As a student, how have I developed my education?
I think with regards to your education, you've developed in a way that you start taking it more seriously in 12th grade. I saw you actually more putting the nose to the grindstones before. You kind of just wanted to pass on by. I've seen you also on the basketball court, where you, like, you know, 11th grade year, you were kind of just like, I'm here. But then your senior year, you were more go-getter type of thing. As far as college, because you're gonna ask me that next, what advice I would get when you go to college? My advice to you is really take to heart what I've been teaching you guys. I don't just teach you guys just because it's fun to teach you. Everything I teach you, I expect you guys to be getting in college. And when you write, I want you guys to impress your professors, because that's you on the line, you know. When you put your writing to your work, that's you on the line. You can't just, you know, type something and then hope that it all turns out okay. You have to check your work, you have to make sure that your composition's correct, and make sure your reasoning's correct, because otherwise, what impression are you gonna make? Because I know I just read both your essays, Juan's here too, and you guys need to check your work. It's obvious you need to check your work, and the thing is, now's not the time to show me you don't check your work. I want to be comforting and knowing that when you go off to college, that you're gonna wow your professors, that you're gonna pass college without even batting an eyelash. Okay?
Do you think going to college will make your future easy?
Well, it definitely opens up a world of opportunities. And the truth is, I mean, you don't have to go to college to, you know, to make it. The problem is that it gets a lot harder to make it. It gets a lot harder to be successful without that degree, you know. And the degree doesn't determine your worth or your value, but I mean, it's about your, you know, what you have on your resume and what your qualifications are in order to get a better career, a better job, one that will provide a better quality of life. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what people want anyway. College degree or not, or whatever, what people are looking for is quality of life. And so you going to college, I mean, it will definitely provide you with a better chance, better opportunities to have better quality of life.
What steps do you need to take to be successful in college?
Discipline is the biggest one. Like, you have to be disciplined about going to class, about reading the material, about studying, about preparing for your exams. It all comes down to discipline. The people that I know that go on and get their master's or get a PhD or get an MD or any kind of doctorate, it's not because they're more intelligent. It's not because they're brighter. It's not because they have more to offer than anybody else. It's because they're more disciplined. They actually get the work done. So the key to being successful in college is that having a clear-cut, clearly defined sense of discipline, where you're getting your work done in a timely manner in order to get the grade and to graduate from college with a degree.
For the last part of this video, I decided to leave faculty for last. Faculty I chose was Ms. Rego. Ms. Rego has been a really, really big impact in my life. She has always pushing me into my studies. She's always being on top of me, like telling me, do this, do that, it's for your own good, because it will benefit you in the future. And yeah, that's basically why I chose Ms. Rego. It's the best person you'll ever meet in your life.
Have you seen me grow?
How have I seen you grow? I think more than anything, I've seen you grow, not just like from short to tall. No, but how I've seen you grow is that I've seen that you care more about your studies. You may not always understand everything, you know, but I do see that you have like you're diligent about things. You want to make sure that you accomplish everything. You want to make sure that you finish everything. So that in that way, I have seen you grow, because before, when you were like in middle school, I remember all the conversations with Oscar. Oscar, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill your brother today. You know, and now you're pretty much on top of everything, and you're like, oh wait, do we have this or do we have that, or I need to do this. And so you really have become more serious about school in general, you know, unlike in middle school. In middle school, you were a total complete headache, I'm not gonna lie. But now you definitely have like more of an urgency, you know, so I would just tell you to pair that up with studying. Study hard, You know, if you know que te cuesta, then le tienes que ponerle más tiempo, estudia un poco más. You know, but anything that you want to do, you're capable of doing it. It's just a matter of sacrificing and working for it. Study.
College.
My advice for when you go to college is, first of all, don't be lazy. Wait, let me turn this off. Don't be lazy. When the teacher gives you the assignment, start working on that assignment. When the teacher announces that there's a test, start studying for that test. When you start new material, start studying that material. Don't wait till the day before a test to study for the test, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You know, so you have to be proactive in college. So if you think that, oh no, this class is too hard, blah, 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 blah. No, nothing is too hard if you study and if you work hard on it. You know, so more than anything, give yourself time and study. You really need to study hard. And ask for help if you need it, you know, because they have different labs. Like they have a writing center, and then they also have a math center. And in both of those places, like if you need help with math, like let's say you didn't understand your teacher, you can go to the math lab, and they have tutors there that you are technically already paying for because it's part of your tuition. You know, so then there you can go and sit with a tutor every single day for hours, and guess what? You already paid for it, so sit there, use them. That's why they're available. So, you know, take advantage of the resources that the college has for you.